One moment, sure. Tell me.
1940 he came to Srinagar. He stayed in a houseboat at Nigeen Lake. He loved Kashmir very much and he requested the Maharaja Hari Singh that he should give him a piece of land where he will make his house.
Who was he? Who was he?
English gentleman. He was a ship owner. His ships were being loaned to Government of India at the
Right.
1940s.
So
he started Claremont.
Right.
He started Claremont for his own stay.
Okay.
And for the stay of his friends,
Right.
who were visiting him during the summer from England,
Right.
as his guests.
Right.
Then my grandfather was introduced to him through someone, and my grandfather was selling him handicrafts from 1940 till 1947.
Right.
And when he left in 1947, since he had become very close to my grandfather, they were just like two brothers, he offered this Claremont complex to my grandfather.
Okay.
He told him that if he wants to have the houseboats, I will be glad to give him.
Right.
He can buy them, whatever, I don't know at what price, but I won't give it to any other Kashmiri. I will rather, God forbid, burn the houseboats, but no other Kashmiri will get it. But if you want to have it, you can have it and use it for any purposes, business purposes, your own private,
Right.
as a private place, whatever you like. Then my grandfather took it over from him in 1947, and he converted it as a hotel, and he started it as a commercial business for himself and for the family. So these are the people, rest of the people, dignitaries from different parts of the world who have stayed here.
Yeah. Can you run through some of the most famous people that have?
This is Mountbatten, Lord Mountbatten. He had not himself stayed here, but his children have stayed here.
Right.
And when they went back, they requested him to send us his photograph with his signature.
Right.
So this is his own personal signature on his photograph.
Wow.
Governor General of Canada. He was here in 70s. Nelson Rockefeller, ex-Vice President of USA.
Right.
Rockefeller Foundation.
Mr. Peter Jennings of ABC, New York.
Mm.
It's history in pictures, yeah?
Yeah.
Bill Haddon of Australia, Governor General of Australia. He was in 80s, 70s, 80s.
And how did people get to know about this house?
Well, my grandfather had contacts throughout the world, through embassies. He was selling handicrafts to diplomats in Delhi in 30s, in 40s, and 50s, and still we are having a showroom in Delhi. So he knew the people, and so they made the publicity of the place.
Right, right.
He was one of the governors in USA. This is Michael Palin of England. You might have heard his name, Amitabh Bachchan of India.
Right.
He is a TV
artist. Star.
Oh, TV artist known to every English guy
Hope he's not
throughout the world. And this is the most important person, George Harrison.
Yes.
In 1966, and this is the writing of George Harrison with his own hand.
Yeah. To Mr. Bhatt, with thanks for a very peaceful stay at Claremont. Special thanks to Rahman, served us exceptionally well. Wife and I were overwhelmed by it all. Good wishes.
George Harrison. This is a piece of treasure. And
so yeah, please continue. Please continue.
George Harrison is, you took the Michael Palin, and this is my great-grandfather with the first owner, Mr. Foster. Right. In the garden. My great-grandfather, Mr. Kareem Bhatt, Abdul Kareem Bhatt, in 4041, in the garden somewhere.
Right.
And look at this gentleman, how well established he was. These are his staff members.
Right, right.
They were well uniformed, well dressed.
And that's in what year was that in?
1940.
1940.
4041. It's written on here.
Right.
My great-grandfather, the same gentleman here, Mr. Foster. This is a photograph from England, and this is the photograph taken in the garden.
Right.
And this guy is also very important guy, L.I. Stevenson. You might have heard his name. He was the governor. Then he ran for the presidency, but he lost with
He was a Mazar
few hundred votes.
Right.
No, he met Sheikh Abdullah. And after
He
that,
met,
Sheikh Abdullah,
exactly.
he was arrested. Sheikh Abdullah's government was dismissed
And
after
here-
his meeting with him and few
This
others.
is the place where all the conspiracy was
hatched.
hatched. But Sheikh Saab said, nothing doing, I will not take arms. He had offered arms to Sheikh Saab.
Here is Sheikh Abdullah, you see.
This is Sheikh Saab with me and Mrs. Sheikh Abdullah.
First Prime Minister of Kashmir. He's looking for foreign
How do
affairs.
you know about that conspiracy?
I
Right.
teach Kashmir politics.
Oh
and
my
history.
God, yes, you are
Right.
right. We had a book about that.
Adelaide Stevenson.
L.I. Stevenson's book, which was published in 50s, but we have lost it. It was a treasure.
Oh.
We have lost it. It was here in this lockers. Somebody has taken that. And everything was mentioned by him regarding Kashmir.
U.S. policy.
And even he had mentioned that all the conspiracy, all the talks which took place regarding
Him
Kashmir,
and Sheikh
between
Abdullah.
Sheikh Saab and L.I. Stevenson,
Yeah.
that were held in Claremont and on River Jhelum in a Shikara. On River Jhelum in a Shikara.
So this is you in the 50s?
This is me with
This
the
is
big-
before his dismissal. This is the
Before-
first term or the
No,
second
no, no.
term?
This is after he took
77.
over as chief
Yeah,
minister.
77.
77, 78. It was taken in Delhi somewhere.
So what was the key characteristic of this place that brought all these people here? What impressed them the most?
Regarding the
Yeah.
tourism,
Regarding
this
your
Claremont.
regarding Claremont.
well, I can tell you, maybe they like the service. That is most important.
Yeah.
Service is everything. If you give a good service to the tourists, they will definitely
But there must have
like
been,
to come and they
there
will
must have been-
definitely send you the people.
sure, but there must have been something unique. For
Well,
all
unique
these,
is the garden. No,
Yeah.
definitely. Only our houseboats are attached with the Mughal garden. This used to be a Mughal garden in Akbar's time.
right?
These are the chinar trees which are about 400, 500 years old, planted by the Mughals.
Right.
So this we have the Mughal wall over there. We can go out
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
can
we
take
can do that.
film from there.
Because we've all heard about the Claremont houseboats.
These are the letters sent by the different people. This is US Ambassador's letter in 87. This is first Governor General of India, Raja Gopalacharya, with my grandfather at our showroom in Dalgate. When Raja Gopalacharya had visited Kashmir as a Governor General, he had visited our showroom.
Yeah.
My grandfather is showing him shawls or something.
And I see outside you have a whole lot of newspaper clippings.
Shop C. Raja Gopalacharya. Yeah, news clippings. Yeah, it's interesting. Gulf
You
News.
can see these are our letters, all letters sent by the people in 20s, 24, 28. My grandfather was doing business in Lahore in 28, in India 28, Lahore camp 27, 31 Delhi, 29 NWFP. And these are two letters written by the first owner of Claremont regarding the transfer in 49 and 48.
Here, this is interesting for you. Claremont houseboats once hosted luminaries like Beatle Harrison, businessman Nelson Rockefeller, and actress Joan Fontaine. Kashmir far away romantic, 1989.
This is Gulf News and this is national, again from United Arab Emirates.
Ah, the national.
Dubai.
Yeah, I know.
National also.
That's Bashad's network. War on Freeze. Life on